Hi everyone! Welcome back to your favorite pirate crew! Today we're going to see about the world's reaction upon learning that Luffy surpassed the Yonkos. If you would like to see more about One Piece on our channel, please leave your thumbs up and subscribe to join our pirate crew! The Wano arc is coming to a close, with the climax of the battle between Luffy and Kaido, moving towards an eventual conclusion. After so many chapters of a fight that seemed endless, with the captain of the Straw Hats losing over and over again to the Yonkos, but returning even more powerful and determined with each attempt. It seems we finally reached the final round. Luffy has lost once again. This is a fact, as the narrator's picture appeared in one of the most recent chapter scenes. However, contrary to everything we expected, a new awakening triggered, perhaps through his death felt by almost everyone on Onigashima, brought back a mysterious figure and that caused theories and more theories to pop up in the minds of all of us. Joy Boy returned with his great smile on his face, giving Luffy the unlimited ability ideal to defeat a being like a Yonko. Beings that are considered the most powerful in the whole world. Probably with that alone, the Straw Hat would have been able to defeat him. And from what we have seen in the last chapters, with Luffy's hair and clothes having changed colors, but his personality and being had remained the same. Our protagonist has shown himself to have absurd abilities and capabilities, turning earth into rubber, breaking lines of logic, making use of the famous Toon Force to attack and defend himself from Kaido. A fight that started seriously but was slowly moving towards a totally comical version, with genial faces and mouths. But when all this is over, what will things look like? What will happen to the world when it finds out that one Yonko, or even two of them, have been defeated? What will be the world's reaction not only to this, but to the grandiose revelation that Luffy has become Joy Boy? That's what we're going to discuss in today's video. The Yonkos, also known as the Four Great Emperors, are the four most notorious and most powerful pirate captains in the entire world. They are neither allies nor are they strictly enemies of one another. In fact, the four prefer to remain autonomous in most circumstances, although on a few occasions we have seen one or the other ally themselves for a common good. The emperors individually reside in the second half of the Grand Line, also known as the New World, exerting impressive influence and control over dozens of other pirate crews and autonomous islands. They form one of the three great powers along with the Navy headquarters and the Shichibukais. In the decisive battle at the Marine Ford, Whitebeard, one of the emperors, met his end towards the climax of the war. Blackbeard, the one who killed him, usurped his position the following year. Shanks, another member of the four emperors, arbitrated a ceasefire to end that war. After the events of the Whole Cake Island arc, the World Economic Journal referred to Monkey D. Luffy as the fifth emperor among the emperors. This was due to the events of the arc and the interviews conducted with Cavendish and Bartholomew, who informed the journalists of the 5,000 members of the Great Straw Hat Fleet. As entities, the four emperors have great prominence due to their strength and influence in the world, so much so that they literally live as if they were emperors, doing much of the time whatever they want. Individually, they are considered the most powerful pirates in the world, with devastatingly powerful and versatile Akuma no Mi abilities, immense physical strength, endurance and durability, and/or sheer mastery with the use of haki. Their individual rewards are the highest in the world, with the lowest being 2,247,600,000 and the highest being over 5 billion berries. The only known pirate who has ever owned a bounty even higher than them is Gold D. Roger. In addition, three of the other four original Yonkos, Whitebeard, Kaido, and Big Mom, were former members of the legendary pirates Rocks, which were considered the strongest pirate crew in the world at the time. During a meeting in the Navy, it was declared that an alliance between two Yonkos could lead to the formation of the most powerful pirate crew ever recorded in history, and the collective bounty of the captains of such an organization would be far greater than that of the Pirate King himself. And it is two of these people that the Straw Hats and allies are fighting at the moment. The first of these is Big Mom, an absurdly powerful Yonko who causes absurd destruction and is uncontrollable in everything. However, recently in the manga, the Emperor was defeated by Trafalgar, Law, and Kid in an absurd and twisted fight that made our stomachs hurt with fear. In the midst of this, Luffy is in an absurd clash with Kaido, alone. After his long training, he finally managed to take the Yonko to his extreme, but in the end, he was defeated. However, just when things look that way, Luffy awakens as Joy Boy and turns the tables, making a fool of Kaido, while having fun playing with logic and surprising him by practically returning from the dead. And so, the fight went on for quite a while, with the grandiose revelation that we've all grown tired of remembering, and you've probably seen about 1,000 times, and the one people keep talking about. But one thing that people may have briefly forgotten to think about is how the world will react to the fact that not just one, but two Yonkuos have been defeated at the same time and place. The name of the Straw Hats already roams the seas in absurd ways, for all the adventures and extreme situations they have all been through, be it life or death, be it causing destruction or meddling where they have not been called. Fact is, unlike everything so far, the fall of those two very important well-known figures will cause a real stir worldwide. It wasn't enough that Luffy was the bearer of Hito Hitonomi. Now, he is also Joy Boy and managed to defeat a Yonkuo all by himself. The moment when these 5 elders get pistol whipped is unwritten. Maybe not just gun-shy, but certainly scared to death of what the Mugiwara can do from now on. This should trigger the long-awaited arc of an all-out war, the probable revelation of traitorous Shanks. It'd be a lot if this were not the case, but apparently things are really heading that way, and we'll probably have other major figures portraying not just the protagonists, but the guys on the other side. Yes, we may have figures joining Luffy after they discover the accomplishments at Onigashima, not just for defeating a Yonkuo, but for awakening as Joy Boy. Actually, at the moment, maybe no one will notice so quickly, but eventually the news may spread. Whatever it is, the Straw Hat's name will spread even further across the seas, probably making people need to choose a side now. And Luffy, having helped many people and gained their trust, can probably become a new Yonkuo and receive great support. From here on, as we quoted earlier, we may indeed have another minor arc, followed by what will probably be the overall war. Until that occurs, we might have a small moment of peace between the characters trying to get back on their feet and probably the rebuilding of Wano, and the tracing of the new life that people might trace with the fall of Kaido and Orochi. That way we can have a little breather where everyone stops to rest, recover physically and psychologically from everything. What we hope, too, is that Luffy will be among those who have suffered the most from this great insane fight, such that he might even be unconscious for some period of time, or even require something to heal him completely. After all, we must remember that he has one foot in the grave, practically. Once all this is resolved, we will certainly be heading towards One Piece's greatest war arc yet, where we'll have great plot twists and the connection of several characters from the past and the present, betraying even more about Joy Boy, about the Hito Hitonomi, Modlo, Nika Fruit, about Roger, about the Lost Century, and so many others. We can quietly look forward to what is probably the most and biggest, potentially best arc in the entire work of One Piece on so many different issues. Hey, but what about you? What do you think will happen when everyone knows what happened to the Yonkuos? Let us know in the comments what your theory is. Well, that's it, my Mugiwara. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any suggestions for a video, please don't forget to comment below, because I'll be reading them all, as I always do. Also, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any content from your pirate crew!